Hey you doing YouTube, it's Will from Will Development, and today I'm doing a very quick review of King, Elliott Hulse and Chris Barnard's new book. I have done this video 3 or 4 times now trying to figure out how to make it quick but informative and get to the nitty-gritty of certain aspects of it. I have an entire bullet list in my pocket on my phone right now that I jotted down while I was watching, and to be quite honest, I've just decided to just wing it this time and keep it under 4 minutes. If you guys want a bigger review of this book, you need to leave me a comment, you need to like, you need to subscribe, you need to get a hold of me somehow, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know that you want a bigger, in-depth review of it, because as far as I'm concerned, most people don't watch videos that are longer than 4 to 6 minutes. They don't give a shit anymore. They just don't. So with that in mind, enjoy this quick review. Right into the nitty-gritty of it. If you've ever been a fan of anything Elliott's ever done ever, or if you're a fan of Chris or what they do at Strength Camp, get the book. It's that simple. It's worth it. It's informative. It's filled with great information. It's filled with a lot of information that's just rehashed, things that we've all might have already known, that sort of thing, by reading other materials or through our own experiences, but it explains specifically Chris's section very scientifically how a lot of things are broken down. I am a certified personal trainer and have taken courses on personal training, and it's nice to see somebody explain some of the things that I had a hard time figuring out really on my own in the big book that I had to read, the textbook I had to read, in a very layman's manual almost, or reference guide. The book is more than a reference guide, as some books aren't, such as Starting Strength by Mark Rippetoe. That is more of a reference guide. You can't really read it for pleasure. You just can't. The book is stationed around looking back to make sure you're squatting correctly, to make sure you're deadlifting correctly, that sort of nature. This book, on the other hand, is centered around every aspect that training is. And it's about bettering yourself. And my philosophy, ever since I've been into physical fitness, is that it is one of the best ways to start improving your life, because it changes your entire mentality, it changes the entire behavior of yourself. And it's a great outlet if you have problems. And it's in that spirit that I do recommend this book. I also did want to note, I think Chris may be making a nod to me, because on page 133, and I quote, "In order to do so, excuses must be banished." See that right there? I think that's a nod to me, you know? I'm always asking, what's your excuse? Because there's always a fucking excuse from everybody as why they can't do something. I have more respect for the person that says, "'cause I don't fucking feel like it," than the person that gives me excuses. I don't feel like it is not an excuse, that's a reason. I don't have time, that's an excuse. Shut the fuck up. You have time. Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, if the Pope has time, you have time. If the President has time to work out, you have time. 20 minutes is enough time to get a good workout in. Even if it's just a walk or a jog, depending on your fitness level, it is enough time. When you get to a level like where I'm at, or where other professional athletes are, then you need to prioritize time for that sort of thing. That's a whole nother rant entirely. This is about King. My bottom line is, go out, grab your copy whenever they're available. It's informative, it's from their heart, you can tell. It's real. Elliott's section is the probably greatest example I've seen of trying to link magic or faux science or bro science, whatever you want to call it, to real science I've ever seen. It is the best example of it. And he just about convinces anybody that these wizardous ways that he talks about and all this stuff is the real way to do things. It's the best way to do things, or it's a good way to do things, that sort of idea. And I really enjoyed that part of it. So it's more than a pleasure read, it's more than a reference guide. And it's definitely not a how-to book, which I was glad for. I was worried it might be one of those, here's how you make $50 million. Like, that bullshit. That shit doesn't work. Those books don't work. They just don't. They're lies. It's how an author gets rich. You know what I mean? This doesn't feel like that. It actually feels like it's from the heart, which is refreshing to say the least, to get that from a guru, if I may. So look, get your copy whenever they're available again. I definitely recommend them. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, let Elliott know, tag him or what have you in these videos, and when I share these on Facebook and Instagram, all that good stuff, my review. Get my word out, get the good word out, brother, on this very Bible-esque book and how good it really is. And if you don't, then what's your excuse?